Hello, happy afternoon, everybody. Hello, Lisa. I am excited about today's sign. I even have a Christmas shirt on today. This is the first time ever I have worn a Christmas shirt in July, but I figured it was fitting for today since this is my 4th day of Christmas in July and doing these Christmas craft kit designs. So I'm just opening up this new bottle of paint that I have here. But today I'm doing a larger craft kit sign, and oh, I can't get it open. And so I'm kind of excited about this design. I also thought the shirt that I'm wearing, I made this shirt last year, and I thought that this would be a cute design for a sign because it has like true story, has a little manger scene, it has the words Merry Christmas, and then it says gold. Oh, I got some tape on me or something. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. How cute would that be? You guys have to tell me if you would like to see that. Maybe I can do that design tomorrow. Or if you want something different or you have an idea, put a comment in there what kind of design you want to see, because I do not have, I don't have it made yet for tomorrow. I don't have my stencil made yet. So I can do anything, or I can, you know, do what I think I was gonna do, but you guys let me know something you want to do. Now, yesterday, geez, I can't get that open. My hands are already getting messy. Yesterday, I had someone I saw in the comments, like after the fact, someone said, what does sprinkle share mean? Okay, so let me clarify. You are not supposed to use the word on Facebook. There's an algorithm for that if you say it. So I say the word sprinkle, okay? Similar, right? So when I say sprinkle, that means video, share the thing, right? We're not supposed to say the word, whatever. But it's that word down there on the right of your screen. And when you do that, you get entered in my little giveaway contest thing that I have to win one of these kits free, okay? So that's the value for you sprinkling the video. So you want to be entered in to win, you need to sprinkle. What it does for me is it just allows more people who are cool like you that like to watch with us. And it just helps my page if you want to help my page. If you don't want to help my page, that's cool too. You can hang out. That's fine. Just don't be a negative, anything. We like positivity around here. But if you do like it, then sprinkle, and help me out. I would love it. And you'll be entered in to win a kit. So that's fun, right? All right, so let's see. What did Lisa say? Can you possibly do a vertical? Ooh, I could totally do a vertical one tomorrow. You mean like a long, skinny one? Maybe like a door one? Like by the front porch kind of? Is that what you're talking about? Like a long, skinny one? Or do you mean like this way? Let me get on camera. This way. Is this what you mean? Tell me what you mean in the comments, Lisa. Because the design I'm doing today is this way. I'm sorry. I'm doing horizontal today, but I can certainly plan something tomorrow that's like this. Maybe even a fall one. If it's not tomorrow, I will definitely do a vertical one soon, because you're right, I haven't done anything vertical. So today we are doing a nativity scene, and I'm not doing your traditional red and green colors, but this is a Christmas sign. And you guys want to see the stencil? Because I'm already going to know, I already know my background color, and I'm going to start with painting my background color first before I do my staining. I know, I'm wearing summer shorts and a Christmas shirt. It's the only time of year you can do that. And there's green in my shorts, so it kind of matches, even though it's like the odd outfit. So I apologize if you're laughing at me. But anyway, so this background is gonna be navy in color, okay? So I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and dump out my paint for that background onto my sign here. And I am just going to go ahead and coat my entire board for this kit, for this sign, with my navy. And I probably should have put more on here, which I can squirt out the navy. But what this does is it's going to give it a little bit more time to dry. Because this is such a dark color, I want this to have more time to dry than in the past few days where we've done the trimmed boards first. These, I'm going to go back and do this part second. But normally I recommend that you do this part first, or you could do a coat of this, then your trim, and then coat number 2, and then give your backing on your sign some time to dry. Since we're live, I can't be here all night with you guys, which I would love to be crafting the night away. I'm painting this background first today, okay? And that's just so it has more time to dry and get that true color on there. So I'm gonna have to do this coat a little heavy to get my navy in there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and squirt extra paint out just so I have it on my board, okay? So, you guys wanna see, can you guys guess what kind of design I'm doing today? Did I tell you what I was doing? I can't remember. I have been on the go all day long today. I haven't really left my house, but I've been on the go. I have been on the go. I have started off, if you are on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I painted a desk this morning. And it's dry. I just got to go back and put the finishing on it. I always like to when I paint furniture, I like to put an extra coat of a finishing wax on it, like a min wax, just to kind of help it, there's something on my sponge there. Just to kind of help it I don't know, keep its color or just keep it from being kind of dingy. I like to do that. The other thing is I like to add some interest to it, so I'm doing that as well. So I painted the desk today, and then we went and did a little errand. Then I had a friend over here picking up her stuff. We talked, of course, visited, and that was all fun and dandy. So she left just right before going live, and here I am. So I have been a busy little bee today. All right, so I've almost got this first whole coat here done on this design, or this sign. And does it look navy to you guys on the camera? Does it look navy to you? Or does it look more blue? What does it look like to you? This is True Navy. That's the name of it, True Navy. And this looks a little more blue tone to me. So I may do a second once over on this, a second coat, just to kind of, because it's not really once over, just to kind of darken it a bit, because I can still kind of see some of the wood grain in there. I'm going to give it a second or minute or two here to just kind of get that first dry. But look, here it is. It looks navy on the camera. I guess it is navy. Yeah? All right, so you guys ready to see the sign that we're going to do, the design? Let me just get that right there. Here's the design. It says Silent Night, Holy Night. What do you guys think? I think it's gonna be super cute. I made this one a couple of days ago, and I cut it out this morning, and it was one of the easiest ones. I loved cutting the design. I liked watching it cut, so that was kind of cool. So I'm gonna put my backer board to the side, and then while that kind of gets a dry coat, I'm gonna stain 2 of my boards, and then in the middle, I'm gonna go back and put a second coat on there, hoping that the sign background has some dry time, okay? I think that's gonna kind of help with it today, being that it's such a dark background, and I'm going to be putting a white, bright color on top. I definitely don't want any bleeding, so I want it to have the dry part of it. Now, if you are purchasing a kit, I've said this the last few days, if you're purchasing a kit, the trim to these wood signs, they are add-ons, okay? It's $10. They're cut to the size of your frame or your sign, however, you know, size you get, and the stain is included with it. It also has pre-drilled nail holes, so it's, you know, dummy proof. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. So it's just proof that you can just get a household hammer and find the little hole, nail in a nail, and nail it together. Super easy. You don't have to have any kind of fancy equipment or nail gun or an air strike or anything like that. You just got to have a household hammer, and they sell those at the Dollar Tree, and most people already have a hammer. So the holes will be there for you in your kit if you order the trim. If you don't order the trim, then you don't have to worry about it. But I like the trim. I just feel like it adds a nice texture, or a nice like little, I don't know, something extra to the whole thing. And because I'm into that like rustic barn colored wood, that gray tone stain, this is a water-based stain that will come with it. You can do this color, or you can certainly do any other color. So I know I have said that every day, but it is still true. You can do any color you want. You can do a dark mahogany, you can do a cherry, whatever matches your furniture or whatever it is that you like to use. I just prefer this color because it's not too light. It's kind of modern in my opinion, and yeah, that's why. So, and it's a water base, so it's not like any kind of potent odor or anything like that. It's real easy, okay? And this one, I guess I didn't sand the corner down on this piece of wood, so just have to be careful. Got a few little burrs right there, but we'll get that off. And then I'm just dabbing this sponge in and kind of just pushing the stain down and painting and wiping it at the same time with the sponge brush, okay? And once I get the one done, I'm just moving it to the side over here, kind of out of the way, to give it that dry time while we work on the other pieces to the side, okay? So do you guys have any questions? I have enjoyed doing this every single day. It is a lot. Like, I feel like I have an appointment with you guys every day. Do you guys like it? Do you want me to continue? I'm thinking maybe next week I will do maybe just like twice a week. I don't know. But I definitely have all the fall things on my mind, even though this is Christmas in July week. Do you guys have fall on the mind, or are you not ready yet? Tell me in your comments. Leave me a comment. Anybody ready to decorate for fall? Or are you hanging out? When do you decorate for fall? Tell me, when do you decorate for fall? Do you start, like, is August too early, or do you wait till September? Because I know most of you are in Florida. I think all of you are in Florida. When do you start decorating for fall? Usually I wait until like mid-August, like right after back to school, but I might start earlier than that since school's a little wacky this year. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I'm definitely ready to go through all of my bins and see what I have, you know, from like my past years. I've definitely gone to the stores and bought some things to make some fall crafts with, which I'll share with you guys. So that will be fun to share. And before I started to get into making these sign kits, I actually had a wood sign in mind, similar like this. I was just kind of making my own kit, like my own throw together kind of sign. And so I thought maybe, depending on time, Saturday I might go live and just share with you this throw together I did without buying a kit. Obviously I bought the wood and I bought the trim and I built that, but as far as some of the lettering goes, I'm using bits and pieces from like Dollar Tree and Michael's Crafts and all of that. Okay, so my first coat is kind of dry, and you can see real close there. You see how you see the wood grain in it? It's still kind of light when I put it up to the light. So what I'm gonna do is coat number 2 today. Normally I have done just 1 coat and then got to stenciling, but today, because this is such a dark color, we are going to do 2 today, and then I'm gonna stain my other 2 sideboards, or my trim, and then we should be good to go with this being dry enough, hopefully. And like I said, if you want this to dry a little bit, and I'm going with the grain of the wood, that helps it seep in. Even though my sign is a horizontal sign, I like going with the grain of the wood, especially on coat number 2 where you're gonna see it the most, okay? Go with the grain of the wood. And then hopefully this will be dry enough so that we can get to stenciling. I still need to get that heat gun over here into my craft room out of the garage, right? Since this is where I'm doing all my painting here lately. So what did you say, Miss Bobby? You said me after Labor Day. I don't know what the me means, but you decorate after Labor Day. I don't think I can wait that long. I just can't. I need fall now. I need, you know, well, in Florida, it's like November when we get real fall weather. So I need that weather, maybe with some kind of good pumpkin coffee. I don't know. That crisp air, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need that with like a blanket and Hallmark Channel like tomorrow, because it's hot outside. And I know we're in Florida and I'm a Florida girl born and raised, but the way this year has gone, let's just bring on the fall, okay? Because I'm ready. That's just how I feel about it. Let's just bring it on. Bring on the fall. Bring on the fall. All right, so here we go. I'm getting my second coat, and I'm kind of wiping a little bit with my excess, as I also make sure that it's a nice, even coat right here at the very end of that. All right, so let's put this to the side now. I'm gonna let that dry. I got a little smudge right there because my fingers just kind of got into it. So let me just wipe that off. I'm gonna have blue fingers now. Navy fingered. Every day I come out with, yesterday, where was I? I forget where I was yesterday. I had paint all right here on my arm. And I don't know how long I walked around with the paint right there, but you know, that's life of a crafter right there for you. Okay, so the navy is done. I need my fingers to be dry before we move on to the white. But before we do that, I've got 2 more boards to stain, okay? And I will just talk to you guys for a minute while I stain those. And this will be kind of quick, so. And that'll give this hopefully some time to dry. I need like a fan person over here. Whew. Who you asked who's ready for fall? You're ready. Me. Oh, I'm ready. But you're waiting until after Labor Day. Just start the fall now. Let's just start it now. Maybe if we decorate early, it will come. Can it work like that? I mean, y'all, I know I'm a little crazy, but I think I'm ready to get the pumpkins out. I have been looking online, like at different pictures and fall decor and stuff like that, thinking about how I'm gonna decorate. You know, I like to change it every year. I don't go buy new decorations. I just add to my collection, and I like to look at pictures to see what other people have done, and then kind of like change it up and make it my own for my own house. That's like, it's like the one thing I love to do. So, in looking at pictures like on Instagram, which I'm on there, by the way, Crafty Life Mom, go follow me over there. I have stories that I post on there every morning. Just about every morning. I skip days here and there. But anyway, so looking on there and like Pinterest and stuff, I see people have gone to like Dollar Tree, which is one of my favorite go-to places for like things to make crafts or whatever, because it's inexpensive, and if I don't love it the next year, it's okay, I didn't spend a lot. Well, they're all posting, hey, this fall, whatever is at the Dollar Tree. pumpkins, Halloween stuff. They even have Thanksgiving stuff, right? I go to our Dollar Trees around here. I went to 3 yesterday because of my loop of where I was going errands wise. So I popped into every time I saw one. No fall. They had no fall. They had no anything. I don't know where these people are going or where their stores are, but not in Florida. We are not fall in the Dollar Tree yet. I'm waiting. There's nothing there. I think the one local to me, there was a few like sprinkling of it, like they opened up the box and then thought, oh, it's too early, so they didn't put out the rest, or I don't know what, but I was kind of sad. I was like, there's no fall. It is the middle of July, or the end of July, so I should not rush it, I guess. But I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for the weather. I'm ready for, I don't know, some goodness, some good news. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready for the change of the season, right? Because the last 2 seasons were kind of, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Maybe it's just me. I'm being a little crazy rambling on here, but I guess y'all don't mind. All right, so got this one done here. Let me get busy. This last piece to go. Let me flip it down so I can kind of wipe it. And also, when I stain these, I make sure that I get the side edging here, because you do see a section of it when you nail it together, if that makes any kind of sense. You do see a section of it, just so you know, if you see a piece of it sticking out. So don't forget to do all 6 sides. So there's a top and a bottom that are flat, and the 2 edgy sides, and then the 2 little insides, okay? All right, so I got 3 pieces down, 1 to go. My board is drying, but it is still wet. We might have to fan it or something. I don't know, guys, because it's 2 coats there. So today we might be here a little bit. But this is going to be a really pretty design. I have a question. I don't know. I said it at the beginning, but I don't think many of you were on just yet. So my shirt is my Christmas shirt design that I made last year. It says True Story, and then it has the manger scene, and then it has Merry Christmas. Should I make this a design? It would probably be like a 12 by 12 size. I could make this into a design, or Lisa suggested that I actually do a vertical sign. So what do you guys want to see tomorrow for the last Christmas in July 31st design? And then I'm going to go into fall after that. It's going to be all fall. Saturday I'll probably do something fall, and then I don't know when I'll go live again, but it'll be in the next week. But so yeah, what is the last Christmas one you want to see? There will be more Christmas designs added. I just don't know that I will do them all live. Hi, not me, because winter is right after that, and but fall is my favorite time of year. Yes, I did see a sign at Hobby Lobby that said, I'm a November baby, so I'm right there with you. It said, which I've seen this phrase before, but I forgot about it. Like, I forgot the phrase. It said, I'm so glad we live in a world where there are Octobers. The Octobers here in Florida are kind of the same as probably August, but one can dream, right? And we have like little things, like Disney does a good job at making us feel like an October. I have been to like the mountains in October, and it is gorgeous and beautiful, and it's like all the fall feels and the smells. And yes, I'm so glad we do live in a world full of Octobers, because it's pretty. I've been to a few places where it's been like fall and the leaves were just starting to change, but I've never really seen the leaves change. Like, I would love to live in an area where the leaves change, but most of my family is here, so that will probably never happen. But I can vacation in October maybe. That would be fun. If somebody wants to take me with them when they go. I've been where there's snow, like all over, in like Switzerland and all America and everything. I've seen the snow. I like the snow. We've skied in the snow. We've had fun in the snow. I don't want to live in the snow, but I wouldn't mind living somewhere where we had a little bit of fall. And I don't know if that exists without getting the winter right behind it with the snow, because I don't think driving in it would be too fun. But can we just get some crispy fall weather? Let's just get that. Like, that would be fun. We need that. We need that. It makes me want to craft more too, like when the coolness comes on. Let's see. Hey, Lisa, how are you? What about a round board? Ooh, I have round designs for fall coming. I have round ones for fall. So yes, there is rounds coming. What'd you say about the truck and the old truck and with the old truck and snow? What? Let me read it. The old truck and snow. So something like Christmas, like a Christmas truck. Christmas trucks. Are you guys still a fan of Christmas trucks and like buffalo check? Are you guys like into that decor still? I still have all the trucks. I love the trucks. My husband has a truck. I love truck decor. But I'm just wondering, are you guys still feeling the like red truck and the teal truck? Like, you know how they had a truck for Christmas and then they have like the orange truck, or they have a truck for fall with pumpkins in the back, which I might do that for my design on Saturday. I have some truck wood cutouts that I've gotten over the last year and I just never crafted with them. And I could put a truck instead of some pumpkins on my fall design that I have coming for Saturday. But I'm wondering, how are y'all feeling about the truck like ongoing? You think it's here to stay like as a staple for designs, or do you think it's gonna go out? Like with the buffalo check too. There's this little notification here. Do you think that the, you know what I'm talking about, the black and white buffalo check, is that like here to stay? What do you think? Or do you think the buffalo check is on its way out? I decorated an all buffalo check last year. So I've been doing buffalo check probably for 3 years. Like the first year I did the black and red buffalo check when it was like first popular. And then I did black and white only buffalo check. And then last year I mixed it with all the trucks. Truck and tree and buffalo check. Like that was my theme. This year I'm looking to kind of change it up or add some different color tones maybe, or maybe a different pattern. You love it, Lisa. I love it too. I loved it all the years so far I've had it. But I think I'm just looking to do something a little bit different that's not so much of it. Like I had it like everywhere last year. So this year I'm looking to change it up. I also like this color green that I'm wearing. I know that this is a Christmas shirt, but I'm loving this color, like maybe mixed with orange for fall. What do you guys think? I'm thinking about like getting like those, because I've seen it in the stores. They have like green pumpkins and they have like even navy pumpkins, I think is a pretty color too. But for fall, like, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Okay, so let's see, my sign. It is still, like it's got some shine to it. It's still wet, guys. So let me kind of blow on it for a minute while you guys tell me what you like for fall. I know I have some round ones though, Lisa. Like, that's gonna be exciting. And I'm thinking the round ones I'm gonna do like kind of similar to the, I think you got the July kit, if I remember. Similar to that, where you can make it into a door hanger, or the thicker wood. The only thing about the thicker wood is it's so heavy, and to do that and ship it is a lot. It would be costly if I do the thicker wood. It's just because it's so heavy. I mean, this is pretty heavy as it is, but the round wood that I'm talking about, it's real heavy compared to this board here. So that is one thing for sure. I know. Oh, my friend is busted up to, I said, are you going to Michael? So Michael's Craft Store, guys. I hit up Hobby Lobby or Michael's once a week, and on a good week, I get to both. It's my life. That's where that's where I'm at. You can find me there if you're not finding me here. I have been waiting for the fall stuff. And so when I have visited here this past week or two, I have not made it to Michael's this week, but I have seen on the internet where like people said, oh, look, Michael's has their fall out. Because when I went like a week ago, or it was maybe over a week ago that I went, they didn't have it out yet. So I have been waiting to see what they're gonna have, and somebody posted like the designs that they had, or like the decor that they had, and I was like, ooh, so pretty. One trend that I do see for fall is sunflowers. Sunflowers. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I have some things that I've bought for sunflowery crafts. I haven't made them yet. Because sometimes, even though I craft and I craft live or I put craft projects on the blog, I still craft like for me, and some of those things never make it to like be shared. It's just, I don't know why, because I make it and then I'm just like, whatever, you know, it's over. I don't want to bend my stencil here, but I'm trying to like dry this one little area that is still kind of wet. Let me see. It's still kind of, it's still wet, guys. I might have to wait a minute on it. I should have got my heat gun so you could see that. Darn it. It's getting there. Like this side looks real good, but this is, I must have had a heavy hand or where the paint went this first go right here. Let me just keep fanning it and I'll clean my little stain area up right here. Doot, 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 doot. Let's see. I hope it gets drier. It's always something every time I go live. Now today, hopefully the stencil works good. I'm gonna sit down for that because it makes me so hot when I'm peeling it, and then I feel like y'all are just watching me peel. And now you're just watching me watch paint dry. That is so bad. I'm so sorry. That's like the one thing you're like, what are you doing? Watching paint dry. All right, hold on. I'm so thirsty. Okay. There we go. Got wet hands. That did not help. Let me dry it off my paper. Okay, so I'm afraid to put my stencil down on this little piece because it's gonna peel the paint. But if you think I should just go with it, tell me. You think I should just let it go? Might be okay? No? Yes? Maybe so? Where did you get your cabinet from that's behind you? Oh, let me tell you about my cabinet. Let me see if I can fix my camera here. This cabinet is called the Dream Box, which I have a link I can share with you that will give you money off on it because I have affiliated with them. I have been a customer of theirs for years, and I had their first model, and then I got their second model. And so the company is really great. They're a family-owned business. They started really small, and I've watched them grow over the years. So I have an affiliate link where you can get $100 off. I think I might have more I can get off. I'll ask, but I'll come back and share my links for that. But let me see if I can get the camera. So this camera, let me tell you, this cabinet, you see that to my wall? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a great. This cabinet, all right, come back, is 9 feet wide when it's fully open, okay? So let me back up to it. It's 9 feet wide, okay? This is the middle right here, and the cabinet folds, and then it like folds in again. Like, so it's like boom, boom, right? So the panels, here, I can do it while we wait for the paint to dry. See how this first panel folds here? Oh, you can't even see it on the camera. And then it folds again, and it's loaded up. See, it folds all the way. Can you see that? I'm sorry, I know my angle's a little weird. But now this is the front because my angle is kind of off to the side over there. But so it folds up to look like a huge curio cabinet or a wardrobe, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And it's magnificent. The beauty about it is if you don't have a 9-foot wall to put it on, you can totally make it where when you open the cabinet, it just stays like a box kind of around you. And then this bad boy, which I have a big tabletop table here for filming my videos. But this table, it comes up. Let me get it to the camera. It comes up and it can be like regular table height, or you can make it counter height. So you can stand and craft and reach, or you can pull up a chair and sit and reach to your cabinet, or you might have to kind of like me if you're short. But it is the best investment. They are pricey, but I kid you not. So the story on how I found the cabinet is one of my friends, I was working in an office, somebody keeps calling me. I was working in an office and found out I was pregnant with our twins. They're 6 now. And so I have, I was like, well, the spare bedroom is not for a baby. It's supposed to be my craft room, right? Because I'm big about crafts. Like, it's my life. It's my joy, right? It's called a dream box, so it's the dream. So when the twins were born, they were 18 months old. I was like, I can't keep them in the same room. And the reason is because they're a boy and a girl. And they were already on different sleep patterns. They were already different, So if they had been 2 boys, maybe I could have put them together or whatever. But I had an older son who already had his room. And so I was like, that's it. I got to put them in different rooms. I'm going to be a good mom, give it my craft room. And the solution was this cabinet. At the time I was making tons and tons of jewelry for Zulily. I did a lot of orders with Zulily. So I had like a little work horse area in there. The closet was like a stamping table, like it had the pegboard, all that system in there. I don't really make that much jewelry anymore. I still have like this whole section here, like from about here down, is full of all of my leftover beads and jewelry pieces and stuff like that. But the rest of this cabinet is like all the other crafts. So I put my entire craft room minus like 1 box in this cabinet. Because it's not only just 4 panels, right? Because you have the middle panel and then the 2 smaller on each side. You also have like this skinny little, like these little things. Now this one's kind of empty, but you can see like I put my clear tape in here. Each little cubby has its own like place, or it's designated for one type of thing. And so not only is it organized, you can find your stuff. You don't buy duplicates. And like I said, I put a whole craft room in here. So I could talk about this thing all day. You're probably sorry now that you brought it up. But, and then this little front, like, well, here, let me see. Where can you see? Like right here, these are scrapbook papers that I just stuck in here to kind of like hide because these are clear bins. So I put the scrapbook paper just to kind of hide the ugly, I guess, or like my mess back there. Because like one of them has nothing but like vinyl paper and just, I don't know. So instead of you seeing that from the front, I made it like, girl world or whatever. And for the longest time before I took over my dining room, because my stuff grows, my craft supplies grow, I had it in the front living room, and everyone thought it was just like an armoire. And then, when the kids would go to sleep or whatever, I just open it up, pull up a dining room chair, and then craft the night away. Well, then I got into other crafts like embroidery, and I have a huge machine like over here off to the side. And so I took over the dining room, but the craft cabinet is a part of me now. So it's the dream box. Okay, I think my sign is like good enough to start now that I went off on a tangent. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you don't want me to talk. I'll talk all day. You can ask any of my friends that are on here. They know. In fact, I think when y'all introduce me to another one, like another friend, you'll be like, well, she talks a lot. It's true. Okay. I just can't help it. If you're going to ask me about crafts, you better pull up a chair and sit down because I got a lot to say about it. Okay? All right. It's dry for the most part. Right here on the edges, it's still a little like damp coldness to the touch. I highly recommend waiting, putting a heat gun on this before you do this next step. I'm going to proceed with caution, but just so you know, if a little bit of my paint comes up, don't judge me about it because for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next step. But we have painted our 12 by 24 sign right here. And guys, if you're watching and you're just tuning in, sprinkle the video. I talked about what sprinkling means. Basically, it's that button down there in your corner that says, I can't say the word because there's like an algorithm for it, and it just helps me to grow this page. if you sprinkle the video, okay, and you sprinkle the video, I'm going back every day writing down all those who sprinkle, you will be entered in to win one of these craft kits for free. I will send one to you for free. I'm going to pick the winner tomorrow evening. I'll go live real quick and say, okay, you know, however many people sprinkled, and I'll pick a winner, and then I might be doing some giveaways of the kits that we have done this whole week. And then on Saturday, we're gonna start fall, because this whole week was Christmas in July and the start of these craft kits. In the link that I posted going live, I put the link to the craft kits, and I've been adding them every day, and I do apologize. Yesterday's craft kit was not added, okay? Hey, Julie. Hey, Tammy. So today's kit and yesterday's craft kit will be added once we go off this live, but I just wanted you guys to know. All right, so if you're tuning in, because I think more of you have joined us, these are some craft kits that I make these. These are not like a company, it's just me, my husband and I, we are making these. Well, it's mainly me, but he's helping me with cut the wood and stuff. And so they come in 2 different sizes right now. You purchase the kit, everything is included in your kit. You get a stencil, you get the wood, and if you add on the trim, you get the trim. Right now, I'm just showcasing the Christmas in July signs, but there will be more, like personalized ones. We're gonna do some fall coming up next week, all of the things. I'm just one person, and so I'm adding them as I go with them. But I know that there's people that are interested in the fall ones and all of that sort of thing. So what you get is when you get your kit, you have the option to add on your trim pieces. And so I recommend staining those first. That's what we did first here. We stained them, and they're dry. They're almost dry. And then you paint your background color, and you'll get the paint for that as well. And you will most likely get the paint that is original to the kit. So if it's a Christmas kit, you're gonna get black paint, red paint, white paint, and green paint. Christmas colors, and then black and white. Same thing with like most designs. If it's fall, you can expect that there's gonna be orange in the kit. There's gonna be black, white, orange, that sort of thing, okay? If you wanna change the colors of your kit, you totally can. It is up to you if you go and get a different color. The colors are not a choice that you can pick. So you're just gonna get what's included to like be what the sample picture is, okay? And then you paint your background like we just did here. We did 2 coats today. So we took a little bit of time letting it dry. And then you take your stencil and you peel off the back, which is what I have started to do while we are talking. You just start peeling off your backing. And you know, I said this every day, in the letters like letter P, letter O, B, you know how they have those little PC insert circles, okay, in a stencil? You just gotta be careful when you pull the backing off. You kind of go in a slow motion so you don't pull those little pieces up and then forget where they go. Just go, you know, slow. It takes a few minutes to pull it off, and then you're gonna lay it on top of your board. So you're gonna see me do that here in just a minute once I finish pulling up my design. I have a few little inserts that I'm just being careful. I'm making sure that they are laid down on this design. And this design is a nativity scene that we're doing today. Super cute. This sign too, I was just thinking this. I know we did a dark navy, which is very trendy for a fall and Christmas this year. How pretty would this be in like a dark forest green as the background? If that's something you want. So I could probably make that an option on this kit. So, but typically paint colors are not like a choice. You just pick what you want, and then, or you just pick the kit you want and you get what the kit includes. That's just kind of how it works. If you want to change it up, make it your own, or change the color of the trim, if you add the trim, you can totally do that too. I am fine with that. It is yours once you get it to do what you will with it, okay? All right, so one little bit here, and this will be free. And I'm gonna lay it on top of my design, or my board. And you guys can see how we add the stencil part, the paint part, or how we get the design. I guess I should say that. All right, there we go. Ta-da! All right, so it is free. And I noticed earlier I had one little teeny tiny piece that I forgot to pick out. When you get your stencil, it'll be all picked for you, ready to go, ready to lay on your board. You won't have to pick out like I'm just doing right here. I just forgot to do that. Okay, so once you have all of that, then what you're gonna do next is take your stencil, okay? You see how you see the blue part of it? You're gonna take your stencil and you're just gonna lay it down on your board, center it up. I say this every day, make your stencil into a U, center it down, kind of hover where you want it, and then when you lay from the middle out, okay? So that is just kind of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to make sure that there's an even all around spot, and you kind of can position it just a little bit. And then when you lay it down for good, start with the middle and press out. That's what I've been doing every day. Just like so. And then you can use a credit card. You can use a thing like this. You can even buy one. I'm sure your husband probably has one. They're like not even $1 from the department store, like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever it is. And you can purchase one of these things to scrape it down, okay? And then the fun part is you peel off the clear topping. So there's a clear transfer tape, right? That was with the stencil, and you peel that off. And you just kind of got to get to the corner where it starts and then peel at an angle. So every day I've just been picking a corner, peeling at my angle, and this is the hardest part. So I say this every single day. I get hot when I do it. I'm pulling up a chair today, guys. Every day I've done it. I've stood here and like sweated in front of a camera with you guys while I've been trying to pull my stencil off, and today I'm sitting down. And on average, just so you know, this takes 5 to 10 minutes to do, depending on the detail of your design. So don't feel pressure to just take it off in a second. If you can do that, more power to you. If you can get your stencil off in 2 seconds, you're better than me, okay? But just so you know, when you pull your stencil off like this, you don't pull it from top, you pull it down flat, like I'm doing right here, and just pull the transfer tape top. But make sure your little O's, your P's, your D's, all of those letters, if you have any text in your design, the little inserts that are part of it stay with the board. Sometimes those little pieces like to rise with the transfer tape, and you don't want that. You want to keep it laid down. You don't want to pull it off too swiftly and then forget where those little inserts go. I mean, you might remember if you don't have too many, but I don't recommend that, okay? And so, you guys, I don't want to speak too soon, but I am sitting down versus the last few days of standing while doing it, and I have either better practice or this one's just coming off real good, or maybe because the position, like to where I'm sitting versus standing over it, is making a difference. Just saying that, okay? So I just wanted to share. All right, so I'm still pulling slightly, slowly, just real gradual. It just takes a few minutes, guys. You just got to be patient with it. This is probably the most, not frustrating, but just most like, you know, oh, can we get on to the fun part? You know, it's the last thing before the fun, right? Which is painting the design. So this is the part that just is part of it. It's part of the process. But I promise you, if you take your time with it, the result will be worth it, okay? So just make sure You take your time with it. Don't rush it. You don't want to tear it or snag it or anything like that. You just want to keep it nice and slow and steady. And you see how I'm doing that today. Sitting down is much better, by the way. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. But I just sometimes feel the need to stand when I'm live. Whatever. That's life. Okay? And remember, if you sprinkle the video, you know what I'm saying, you get entered in to win. I know we've got pretty good amount entered in, so I guess I could do it where, I know some of you have done it every single day, so that's like a new entry. So the more you do it, the better. And you can do more than one in a day, that's fine too. Even the same video, that's fine. I'll count it. I'll be nice and fair, and I'll count every time you make the effort to help me grow my page. I appreciate that when you sprinkle my page or my live videos. When you sprinkle my videos, it makes my little crafty heart happy. All right, so I'm almost to the tail end here. And like I said, on average, it takes anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes to pull off this top plastic clear layer. Did y'all time me today? I think that was the fastest I've done. Just saying, not that it matters. I know y'all don't care. Y'all are like, get on with it already. Okay, so I'm gonna stay sitting since that kind of helps. Let me twist my chair here. Is that better? Since that kind of helps with the whole process. At least for me it does. Are there stencils? Okay, so someone asked, are the stencils reusable? No, they are not. There's no easy way to say that. They're just not. They're made for one-time use. This is how most of these signs are done, and I'll explain why. So I know what you're talking about. There's some stencils out there. There's a company that sells stencils that are like for making signs like this, and like even t-shirts if you use like a ink paint, right? Those are like a silk screen material. They're not like the stencil material that we're using for these. Those are reusable. Those transfers, those stencils are a lot more costly because they are reusable. They have like 5 uses or something like that. This is a one-time use. We are painting the sign, so we're painting. Therefore, it's just, you're not gonna be able to preserve the stencil. You can certainly try, but I don't think you will be able to, okay? All right, so to do the fun part, I'm gonna do this in white. I'm gonna dab out my paint. I put my paint in my little cup, but you're gonna get yours in a little jar. You're gonna dab your little sponge into it, and then you're gonna kind of blot it off. I didn't really share this technique over the last few days like in detail, so I'm showing it now. You're just gonna kind of blob off the paint, and then you're gonna go to where your stencil part is, and you're going to kind of like you're, you know, blending in your makeup. You're gonna do the same technique here. And you're just gonna fill in where your stencil is. But be careful, do not do too much paint at once. It is better to do 2 coats, okay, than it is to do 1 heavy coat. And the reason is because it can bleed, okay? It can bleed on any kind of stencil that you do. Even if you buy the thicker, like you guys are in the craft section, you know what I'm talking about at Walmart. I know you've probably seen those stencils that are like thick plastic, like a, almost like a placemat. Those are reusable. They're not as big as this though, and they're not like these designs, at least that I know of. Those will bleed too. So it's the technique and how much paint you put and how much you push into the space that needs to be stenciled, okay? And this to me is the best way I have found to use the paint. I have done the stencils though that are the screen kind where you like scrape it into the places, and that works too, but that, even then it has its abilities to leak. So that's just the thing of a stencil. It's just the way it is. But yes, I think if you are like looking to make the same sign over and over again, you might want to learn, like, see about buying stencils somewhere that you can get them. I just don't know where. We create all of our stencils for these kits. So we're just making these as they're made to order. So they're one-time use. Does anybody have any other questions about these craft kits? I've said this before, you can totally get, you know, any design that you want from the shop, and then you can get a different one with your friend. You guys can all get the same one. You can get different ones, and then you can have like a craft night with your friends making stencil signs. And that's kind of a fun thing to do, especially like with social distancing stuff in play. That's a good idea. Okay, so on this design, it says Silent Night, Holy Night, perfect for Christmas. Basically, what you can do is I have a star over here. You can do any colors you want, but I have a star right here that's like the big star. And I was thinking it might be pretty to either add glitter to it or do it in a gold or a silver. What do you guys think? Do you think I should keep it white, or should I do like an off color for the larger star? Leave a comment and tell me which color you think I should do with it. And I am happy to go with it. I'm painting my little wise men, and I've got some animals here. I got a sheep. Let me see, what else do I have? A lamb, a donkey, all the critters. They are here on my stencil. Let me fill in his legs. Oh, I forgot this critter. I thought I was missing something. But yeah, just this cute little technique. This is the most therapeutic part to me right here, where you just, basically, you just dab the paint, dab, 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 dab. And it just is kind of relaxing to sit here and do that and just chat with your friends, or just have some quiet time for yourself. Whatever, right? Craft the night away, making signs. All right, so getting on to my manger scene. What do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should do the big star right here a little different? Or let me show you where I'm at so far. Look at that. See? I'm just blobbing it in. So easy, guys. This is so easy. Love it. And I love making these. So I've said this every day. The idea for this kind of happened with my own home decor. I wanted to have a bunch of different signs. I wanted to start working with wood, and I have a hutch in my house. I've said this story almost every day. I have a hutch in my house where there was an empty space up there, and I was like, you know what? I want to change it up a bit and put some decorations up there. I want to layer some different pieces, some different wood signs, and so I got to making some signs, and then I've turned them into some kits. Some of them. The first few ones were okay. But this is, I got it down now. I got it better. So I share that. All right. We're almost done with this part. And then my favorite part is to, like peel it back. I'm gonna do a second coat up here on my word, just to kind of fill it in. It looked like it was soaking into the wood there. And sometimes, like on a light and dark like this, you want to do more than one coat for each color, just so you get the best result from your sign. And two, this technique right here, it doesn't require a ton of paint, just a little bit. Like, you don't need a lot for this. You don't need a ton at all. I got my Mary and my Joseph. So what kind of designs do you guys want to see for fall? Do you have any ideas? Do you guys want to see like everyday signs, like maybe like something for the laundry? I have some ideas for that. Maybe like, you know, phrases like "this is us." I saw some cute ideas for that as well. Super fun. Getting my little stars, and now I'm moving on to my 3 wise men. Let me finish my little stable right here. Just dab, 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 dab. Got my little wise men. Let's see. Anybody have any other questions? I don't know how I found you, but we are kindred chatties crap. Yes, we are, girl. I love to chit chat. I just got quiet there for a moment, but I do love to chit chat. I just can talk about crafts all day long. I know too much about them, and I just like to share about it. I did help. I don't now anymore, but for a while with my church, with my mommy group that I was in, I was like the craft person, and I had to come up with the craft on a budget. It was like $3, and I just didn't want to do a cheesier craft. Like I didn't want to do something that they were just going to do and then like not take it home. I wanted something that they could like appreciate and love and maybe even put on display in their home. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, let me work around with what I can do. And in doing that, I loved building kits, like craft kits. I love teaching you how to craft and then letting you like go. Like I love putting it together for you to do, and I love talking about it. I just don't want to make 2,700, you know? I'll make like 5 or different versions of it, but I think the craft kits are a great thing because you can do it with a friend. And I have said this before on my page. I love to collect crafty friends. That's why I'm Crafty Life Mom. That's why I have this little community going on here. Okay, so nobody said anything, I don't think, about my little star. So I'm just gonna go with white for time's sake here and fill in my star white, and we'll leave it white. You can always, you know, go back with a thin little paintbrush. You can do touch-ups. You can add glitter if you want to. You can change the color if you have like a little thin brush, and you can get those little brushes anywhere. You can get them at like Dollar Tree, and they have them. You can get them at any craft store, Walmart. You know, their craft section is so weird. I went into one the other day, and it was like, I couldn't figure out what they had done. They split it. It was like the fabric and sewing was in a whole nother area from like where the craft paint was. And normally my Walmart, it's all in one like couple of aisles. It's not spread out weird like that. So I'm wondering if they change it based off like the sales for the area is. I don't know what they were doing, but it was odd. I'll just tell y'all that. It was like I couldn't find anything I was looking for because it was all over the place, but not where I was thinking it should be, because I was basing it off the Walmart near me. All right, so I'm almost done. I just kind of went back and filled in some places that seemed to be a little bit more light-handed when I first did it. And so I just want this white to pop off the navy. I definitely think this would be, I think I got a little bit bleed right here, so that's a good example to show you guys. I think this one will definitely be good as a dark green background as well, like a color of my shirt. I think that would be super cute on this kind of design. I'm just repainting him. He looked kind of light colored. I'm hoping, I don't want it to look too faded. You know what I mean? But I've said this every day too when doing these kits. You can totally go back once it's all dry and completely distress it. sand it with the sanding paper, and then distress the sign, you know, to kind of give it that weathered look. It's a cute look too. All right, so what you do after you're done, I recommend you step away from it for a few minutes. Don't be so quick like I am here on the live, but like I said, I'm doing this for the sake of time. Slowly pull your transfer, do it at an angle. This is why you cannot reuse it. It tears a little bit. The paint kind of gets it wet, and so you just can't, there's no way for you to pick up the transfer and put it on another clear top. You just can't, not with this kind. If it was the silk screen kind, you totally could, but I have not got into designing those yet, so until I do, which I think that company has a patent on it anyway, but until I do, if they don't, then I'll let you know. All right, so I'm just peeling it up, being careful not to, oops, see, it's gonna tear a little bit. It just is the nature of these stencils. It's this paper, stencil paper, and this is a stencil product. This is not like a vinyl. You could do vinyl, but I don't recommend that, especially if you know how to use like a cutting machine or like a plotter that cuts the stencils. The reason I don't recommend vinyl is because it will pull up your paint, and the stencil product will not. So do some research if you're looking to do that before you go and just whatever. But yeah, it's just easier, like as you pull this off, to just kind of ball it up in your hand, and it's a one-time use, so sorry about that. All right, so we're just pulling that. So now look, I still have pieces here that didn't come up. You can kind of see, look, it just still kind of looks funky. So you can just use your fingers to get in there. Most of it will come up pretty good. You can get a toothpick tool to lift it up, but most of it will come up anyway. I have a little sticker there. You know, like the letters and stuff, you can just use a toothpick to pull it up. And then if you have any little pieces that are kind of like inside my little arch here, you can get a little weeding tool is what they call them. And you can lift up the vinyl or use a toothpick to just kind of pick up the corner without ruining your paint. And then use your fingers to just lift it up and off. These little tools right here, by the way, I got a whole kit of them, and they're so handy for other things other than crafting. I got these from Harbor Freight. So if you have a Harbor Freight in your area, you can go in there. It's mainly like all the like wood shop, and I don't even know what they got stuff in there that I don't use or whatever, but I don't know, some group I was in had said, hey, you can get these little tools. They're a lot cheaper than the ones that like Cricut or Silhouette make, and you get a whole little kit of them for a few bucks, maybe $5 I think is the most, and they just help you kind of dig out these little pieces that are the details of your little sign. So there's that. My little angel, she's got a little piece right here. You guys, I really love this sign. It is so cute. It's just gonna be so pretty. This would look nice like if you had a little manger scene somewhere, or in your front room, if you have like a little candle thing that you set, you know, or light candles. This would look good there too. Let's see. Blue is very popular. I know some people like to decorate with like a matte navy blue, and then also do like a hunter green with it, which is super pretty. You could totally pair this up real nice with that look. It has that barnwood trim that we're gonna put with it, so how fun is that gonna look with it as well? I think it's super cute. Super cute. Okay. There we go. I think I got it all. Let me just get this off my fingers. You will get your fingers messy. You can certainly wear gloves though if you don't want to. You might be more tidy than me. I kind of rush through it and don't really worry about getting it on my hands. I'm just used to it. All right, so here's what it looks like. Look how pretty this is, guys. I know you love it. I love it. All right, let's see. What did you say, Tammy? I like all the crafts. I do too, girl. You got a craft studio. I work from home too. They're all in the same room. Sometimes it's hard to get. That says I have to see more. I have to get up. There's that. I will go back and read that. But let's go ahead and add our trim to this sign and finish it off so you guys can see the finished look. I do want to say this too. So when I do my trim, you see how it's hanging off the back? I put it forward like this so I have it, it's like sunken down. Does that make sense? That's what I do. I pull it forward to sink it down into my design. And then I use the Ryobi Airstrike, it says Airstrike Technology air gun or nail gun. I don't know if it's called a Brad Nailor. It's the Airstrike nail gun. I can put a link to that if you want to. I know usually somebody's asking me where I got it from. You can get it from Home Depot is the brand for Ryobi. And you just nail it in there. And I think somebody said yesterday sometimes it shoots out the back. That just means you're not totally on top of it. You're not straight when it comes to putting it on there. I did see that in the comments yesterday if that's you. So the best way I can tell you to fix that mistake, I'm going to stand now, is to get practice. Just practice, practice, practice. I've had that happen to me too, even after practicing. And it just, I know what you mean. It stinks. You didn't quite notice that you weren't lined up and it shot through your sign or it shot through your design and you were like, man, you know, I totally get that. But with these kits, if you, my little girl's right there. Hey, you coming in? You want to come say hey? You want to come be a crafty life? Yeah, come on in. She sometimes comes crafty with me. Oh, be careful. Here. You can sit right up here. Say hey to everybody. We're fixing to get off though. Okay, so I was talking about fixing the signs. Say hey. Here. Or you're not on there. Say hi. This is my daughter. She says hello. She said, what are you going to be when you grow up?
Crafty like mom.
She's going to be a crafty like mom when she grows up. My little heart. Or what else are you going to be?
Maybe a doctor.
A pet doctor?
Or a vet.
Let's go for the pet doctor. I think that would be fun. And then I could come to your pet doctor place and I could pet all your animals that you have.
But not frogs.
Not frogs. She's not going to do frogs if she's a pet doctor, y'all.
Not snakes.
Not snakes either. No reptiles. Oh, careful. All right. Here, why don't you move back because I don't want you to get in the way. Go ahead and get over there and then, well, at least while I'm finishing this, that way it's safe. Stay right there. Okay. All right. So we are finishing up. Let me just get my board here. Oh, let me do it. I don't think I painted the trim edge on that one. See, you got to be careful, guys. You got to paint your trim edge. Slide it down. Otherwise, I don't know. All right, so we're just finishing this up. This is a craft kit. You can add the trim on. It's $10 to add the trim. It comes with, oh. I thought I was out of nails again. You can add the trim. Nail holes will be pre-drilled. So if you don't have an Airstrike gun, you don't have to worry about it. You can just take a household hammer and nail it right into place and boom, you're done. No worries. Get my hand out of the way. I keep doing that. See, I'm not perfect with it either. You just got to make sure that oh, you know what's happening? My battery is dying in the end. Of course it would do that to me. Don't worry though, I got another one right here. Let's grab it, Lily. Let's pull it right out. And my glue gun, I have the glue gun too, which this is an investment, but it is so worth it, guys. No cord is in your way. You don't have to worry about it in your table. The best. I love these Ryobi tools. Is this one dead too? It is, isn't it? What are we gonna do? You know where Daddy has them in the garage?
Yeah.
Can you go grab me one? Let's see if you can grab me one. Let's see. This one might still have some. I thought I charged it. Sure didn't. Sure didn't go, did it? Yep. Oh. Woo! I got one out of there. Okay, let's see if I can do the other side real quick before. She might find me a battery, she might not, but let's just see if I can get all of these nailed into place quickly, right? At least just one. Give us one. Oh, I got one. Not getting two, am I? Oh, there we go. Maybe I just didn't have it lined up, guys. Maybe I'm not perfect with it. All right, so here it is. I still need one more nail, or two rather. But yeah, I think it's the angle I was at since I'm doing it on camera. My battery's fine. So sorry. See, I'm not the best with power tools, okay? I just know how to be dangerous with one. But look how cute we are right here. Look, look, look. Oh, I love it with the barnwood color around the edge. You guys, look at that. How adorable. I just love it. This makes my heart happy. You know, decorating for Christmas like warms the heart or softens the soul or brings joy. I don't know. Anyway, I love it when I finish a project. It just makes me so excited. But yeah, so this one's going to be listed. I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as we get off. I will be working on it, getting yesterday's kit up as well. And then tomorrow, you guys, I will have another Christmas design. I will see if I can get one vertical. I know that was mentioned earlier. It's okay. I got it nailed in. It's okay. I got it. And then we will go ahead and finish out Christmas in July tomorrow. Right? Yay! Yeah. And then we will start all the fall things August 1st. And so I might go live on Saturday depending on what's going on around here. But totally would love to share all the fall ones with you guys. So stick around. Stay tuned for that. And we will see you next time, right?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Crafty Life Mom right there.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us the whole time. I know it was a long one. Yeah, okay, gotta hit this.